Fun.
Just honestly, the majority is just having fun in a
Okay.
different aspect. Like, because the U.S. is pretty boring, not gonna lie.
And
But
the nightlife. Things aren't open at
I
night.
feel like Korea has so much more. Like, it's smaller, so everything's just more accessible.
Oh, I see. I see. Like you can travel wherever you want to go.
And then everything will be there. It's nice.
How long have you been going to Korea twice a year?
Since I was a sophomore in high school,
And before that, had you been?
barely.
Oh,
Maybe like once.
or
Yeah.
something. Okay. And then sophomore in high school, you started taking these like twice yearly trips.
When I was a sophomore, that my parents provided the trips, but I think after high school, I went on my own accord.
Oh, so they like really wanted you to go or required you to go like when you were in high
Yeah,
school.
they bought my ticket. I didn't have a choice.
Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
know, it's required. That's a weird word, but
Yeah.
okay. They wanted you to go, and so you went. But then at some point, it changed to like,
to,
I'm
like,
gonna plan
yeah,
these myself,
I
or I'm
actually,
gonna
like,
go,
enjoy
and I
this.
want to go. And was that around the time where you were going back to like? You said kind of this girlfriend you had
Yeah,
in high
that's
school
around
like,
that
wanted
phase,
you
yeah,
to
yeah.
like, or like because of her, you kind of turned back to
Yeah,
your
like, wait.
Korean identity, and I see. So,
Definitely, mostly all because of her.
got it.
That everything like blossomed.
Everything, the Korean life
Yeah.
reblossomed. That's great. Thanks for sharing with me all of that. Before we leave this, I'm going to ask you a couple final questions, which are out of all of the things that we've talked about. I mean, you can add trips here. All the things we've talked about today, was there like either one person or one activity or one like resource, such as like listening to K-pop or watching dramas, that you feel really helped you improve your Korean abilities, like the language abilities? Like this person or this thing or this activity above all else helped me raise my Korean level.
Definitely, my one was Kim Sun Sing's was probably the biggest, my biggest thing that really like
It really
exponentially
shot up your Korean level.
Like, you know, I was like stagnant. You know, I would go like this,
Okay,
and then with her, it's like actual like improvements. Like I could actually see myself.
And did you have those one-on-one tutorings with her like the whole year?
A whole year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
So
after
we-
every
yeah.
class that you took, got it.
It was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually.
Was the class? Was the class?
Class was every day,
Oh.
but I only spoke with her Monday, Wednesday, Friday because I did have classes afterwards. But
right. But for all of like 201, 202, and 203,
we
the whole
had a
year.
lot of like one-on-ones.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense then, because it was for a long time, and she was a Korean teacher, so she
was.
knows what you need to know. And so
I loved her.
yeah,
She's a sweetie.
she's great. Was there anything or any person on here that you feel really improved your motivation to learn Korean or to improve your ability in Korean? Not like necessarily helped you with your actual ability level, but like inspired you to want to learn or motivate.
When I was starting off at church.
Okay. Can you tell me more about why that motivated you?
I don't know. It's because I think I have the personality where I don't like being the one left out. You know, with having other people fit in. Like I said, I just take matters in my own hand. After I was like, I just need to learn. Like
Okay.
I just actually just actively like every time I had free time, I would just look up phrases. I would just actually look up like how to speak. You know, just like talk to like the neighbor dictionary. You know, like how I would speak. Like actually like
Yeah, neighbor. Yeah.
stuff like that. I think that's when the time where I actually like really like learned by myself. Like really try to do something about it.
You really had a motivation to learn because of you wanted to be
More like
speaking
fit
Korean
in,
with,
yeah.
fit in with those people. Yeah. And then on the other side of the coin, is there anybody that we've talked about today, or any activity or anything that you feel like it was supposed to be helpful for you to actually improve your Korean abilities, but it really didn't help you? Like, you thought your ability would shoot up by doing this, but it didn't, or like your
Probably
ability
the
stagnated.
high
or
school
something.
girlfriend phase, just because I mean, even then like I was busy, but I would try to learn. But you know, this is hard to teach other people when you don't really know much either. So
Okay.
I feel like it's very
You thought that maybe by like teaching her and stuff,
Yeah.
you would improve your
yeah.
own.
But honestly, it was just me just
But you
teaching.
didn't.
But it was just more of just like a flat.
Why do you think that was?
I feel like because I wasn't really learning much myself, just because I was trying to teach her what she needed to know.
Okay.
So I didn't like either. Really,
Which was so below your level
Yeah.
that it didn't help you.
not like not want to say that doesn't mean like not below my level, but like just.
Well, you were teaching her like
yeah,
Honda.
yeah.
Like
just like the basics, I just felt like this is like not like stupid, like it kind of dumbed me down a little bit.
Yeah.
Stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So.
Okay. Yeah. And then also anything that really like demotivated you from learning, like a period of your life or a person or a thing, like after this happened, you really didn't want to learn Korean anymore, you didn't care.
Honestly, no offense,
It's okay.
but definitely Korean 2, the very first Korean class, I was like, this
Yeah.
is so stupid, like this is boring.
Sure.
Like the very first like quarter. I
Why
was
did
like,
you sign up for 202 then?
Because I didn't want to wait an extra quarter to do it. Because I think I picked the class for an extra free credit, initially.
Mm-hmm.
But she offered me the one-on-one classes, and I was like, wait, hold, that sounds like a good idea. So I mean,
So you signed up for this. You weren't going to sign up for the second quarter,
yeah,
but
I
you
was
did because then she
originally-
offered
yeah.
you
I
the
was-
one-on-one tutoring
I was
session.
placed in a 212 originally,
Right.
but I talked myself into 211 just so I can like learn a little bit. But I feel like that really like stagnated my learning because I knew mostly everything that was being taught,
Uh-huh.
and after that,
Oh, so you were just gonna like not take any in autumn quarter. You
Yeah.
were just gonna start
Start
in
from
with
winter.
212, and when you did take 211, you were so like
I was like, this is
unmotivated.
stupid. Like, well, I'm just wasting my time here.
Okay.
And I was like, why am I doing this? to
Right, you were
myself?
napping through class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was like, I'm not doing anything here.
And the thing that turned your motivation around
Was when she actually came up to me and was like, hey, like I know you're reading bored, like do you want to have like any way like improve yourself? I was like, after that, that's when I recommended like just having like dialogue, stuff like that, and then that's how it happened. The one-on-ones happened pretty much.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense. She remotivated you.
She
to learn.
remotivated me, yeah. She knew I was bored.
Were you gonna like if she wouldn't have offered that? Do you think you would have taken 212?
Probably not.
Okay.
I probably would have had honorable motivation shot from
Right.
that.
And you didn't need it for like credits or anything. It was all extra credits for you.
I did it for the credits, honestly, the 211, because I didn't want to take another math class, because I didn't need to.
Right. Okay.
It was more an easy 4.0 that quarter.
Right.
I had to maintain
And that was
Dean's
that.
list, yeah. I had to maintain Dean's list.
Got
That's
it.
all I needed to do.
Got it. Okay. Any questions you have for me about anything we've talked about, or like? Let's check.
No, actually, I feel like I don't have many questions for you.
Okay, that's fine. Then we'll move on to the last part. So we'll
Sure.
try to get you out in a couple minutes. How's your foot?
Oh, it's good.
Okay.
I don't feel much right now.
Okay,
It's
good,
I'm
when
just-
you're sitting
yeah.
down. Okay, so you took a survey for me.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
When did
it was,
you
it was
take
long.
Yeah, it was really long. That's what
I
a
feel
lot
like
of
half the
people.
questions were repetitive, too.
They were never the same exact question, but they were all they're testing all the same thing, right?
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
so like, and a lot of the same like yojas, namjas,
Yeah.
pems, smiles.
Like, honestly, taking it, I was
Teji's
like,
cave.
yeah, I was like, honestly, I had this mindset, like, I'm not gonna do everything right. I actually got some wrong on purpose.
Okay.
I don't know why. I
Okay.
had that mindset, like, I don't want to do everything right.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just,
Okay.
well,
Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
So my first question for you was, did you know like what the Korean grammatical construction was?
Yeah.
What was it? What do you think it was? You don't have to know the name or anything, but like describe it to me if you can.
Pretty much
remember.
the structure that you're asking it, and it was like you're pretty much having, say, point A, point B. You say you have a star in point A, you're talking about the action that point B is doing at point A, and that's how it's leading to that character. I don't know how to like
Okay,
describe
okay,
it, but
okay. No, that's fine.
I understand
Yeah,
like
how
the
it-
gist of it.
Okay, so like, oh yeah, so here's a picture we can use. So like, if the star's here, like, do you know, like, what I'm asking you to say? To like reference this figure right here.
Pemi Sanghanen Mar.
Pem
Pem.
E? Did you say Pemi? Saranghaima? I just didn't hear you.
Pemur.
Pemi.
Would it be Pem? Yeah, it would be Pemi. Pemi Sanghanen Mar.
Okay. Just, so you know when I tell you
Yeah.
what to say. It's hard to describe, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so they are Korean relative clauses. So if you've ever heard that, it was in the textbook, but if you weren't looking at the textbook, maybe you don't know.
Guilty.
That's fine. So basically, yeah, when you refer to something like it's in English, like the horse who loves the snake,
Yeah, it's
or
the opposite in Korean.
the horse, yeah, that loves the snake. How do you mean opposite in Korean?
Like, especially in like English, say the horse that likes the snake, you know?
Yeah.
But in Korean, you have to be like, point B first, that does the action to A. So it's like, you can't really say like, Marga 사랑하는 뱀, you know? Because that sounds funky.
Because the ma has to go at the end.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Like